blessings to the universe. All praises go to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am Queen Ashe. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a video. So the spirit always put it in me to come on here. So I'm gonna say Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It is not 3 a.m. But I am here with this message, okay? With this universal message, this divine message. And I don't know where we're going here, but just follow me. When I was a teenager, I feel like now that I look back, I was very proud. I had a new pair of clothes and shoes every week. I had new things all the time. And I just thought everybody else did too. And when I seen people that didn't, it would have me, I didn't think they were beneath me, but I thought I was on high, okay? I was vibing high, real high. And excuse my voice, I just woke up, like I said, I just rose. But we find ourselves getting too far ahead of ourselves sometimes. And God, He'll slow you down. He will slow you down. By the time I got to high school, I wasn't big-headed, but I'm like, can't nobody mess with me. Can't nobody touch me. I was the Don Dada, okay? You couldn't tell me nothing. I had this natural hair flowing down my back. They're like, oh, you got a wig on? Oh, where you go get your hair done? I thought I was doing something. You know what I mean? Oh, I had a nice little shape. And I formed a lot of enemies. I did. I didn't form enemies because I was a nasty person, because I was mean. None of that. I formed enemies because I believe I was too proud. Okay? And like I said, God had to humble me. He had to humble me. So I know that a lot of us feel like that when we was younger. You go put that outfit on, like I'm fresh. You doing it. You think you're doing it anyway, and you want to go stun on people. That's being proud. And we don't even realize it. That's being proud. And the way God humbled me, I had so many enemies. I had more enemies than friends. But I fit in the popular crowd. People that I hung with was popular. And they made me popular as well. But my enemies, people didn't like me. Like I always tell you, go back in my videos, I talk about it. I had a little ringleader. And this little ringleader, she tried to make my life miserable. I didn't ever know why this girl didn't like me. She like, my friend asked her, she's like, she run her mouth too much. My friend's like, she don't ever say nothing. I was very quiet, and I also feel like me being quiet also made people judge me wrongfully. They just listen to others and they just judge me wrongfully. So it made me tap in. That's when I started to tap in more with God. Because if it wasn't for God who was on my side, okay? I grew up in the church. I left away from the church at 11. I'm talking about Christianity. When you talk about when you talk about religion and spirituality, I feel like, and this for entertainment purposes only, for educational reasons as well. I'm not trying to get banned, so I shame. So when you speak about religion, you might as well go be in a gang, okay? You might as well go be in a gang film. I'm serious, okay? When you talk about any group of people that come together, okay, you might as well be in a gang film because, and and let me say this for references, I'm not telling you to go be in one. I am metaphorically speaking, because there's different religions. Whatever religion you're in, you're bound to that religion. You can't go outside of that religion. And when and you misunderstand everything and you judge everything that's outside of that religion. That is gang activity. I'm trying to tell you, that is gang activity. And so when you are spiritual, you're not putting yourself in a group. You're not initiating yourself to nothing. It's not a cult. You know that there's one God, but you keep yourself in this category. He didn't say all deities were bad. You make them bad when they're angels. But you stuck in that occult group. You're stuck in that little group. And I want to say this too. This does not go for everyone in these religions, because you get people that's in a religion and they do use discernment. I have to speak for the ones that do use discernment, because they do use discernment. You can call me a Christian, whatever you want to call me. I am still linked to one source, that one source, the Almighty. But there are those who use discernment, and they know how to pick out wrong from right. They know. Your title is your title. Always understand that. Set boundaries. I always tell you this. Your title is just a title. It just signifies who you are. But just because of who you are, it doesn't mean that you're exempt from being on this planet, from going through the things that everyone else go through. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, God, the ones he favor, his children, he says, hey, and let's cut the crowd. All people are not God's people. That's what he says. Okay? You got skin folk that ain't kin folk. So why would you think that? Let's get real. Okay, so let me go back. Yes. God will chase those who he loves, those who he favor. It feel like you getting the worst whooping, right? It feel like you getting the worst whooping from God. But that's just how he shape and mold us. He had to hit us where it hurts sometimes just to get our attention. It's sad. It's sad, but that's what he has to do, just to get our attention. Because if we would have heeded the first time, if we would have seen the first time and did right the first time, then he wouldn't have to come down, come out off that throne and whoop you. Okay? He whoops us spiritually. He can't whoop you, like your parents. He comes down spiritually, and everything God does is spiritual. So spiritually, God was working in me. And now that I look back, I seen how God was working in me. Those people who turned away from me, those were the people that could have led me astray. If I had became friends with them, if I had talked to them, they would have probably made me go off my path. And I realized that even though I was just a light being, I thought everyone was my friend. I wanted to love everyone. I want everyone to love me. But I had to realize the world, it's not like that. When God say 144,000, he say that for a reason. This frequency, this 144,000. Let me tell y'all something. When I went through the Bible and read it with my own understanding, with God's understanding, I stepped outside and looked around and I said, this world is full of more evil than good. They think that good is bad and bad is good. The Bible said that in these days, in the latter days, and you are in the latter days. Ashe. But it's all a cycle. It's all a cycle. So the moral of the story is I had to stop being proud. I had to start thinking like God. I had to start living like God. It doesn't make anybody perfect. You are already unfashioned, but He is making you perfect, okay? I always say, to correct, you have to be incorrect, right? You have to be incorrect first to get corrected. So that's my message. Y'all vibe high. And remember to show those around you love, care for others, out good intentions. Don't always give and look for something back. Even if people are offering you things, don't always feel like you have to give it back. Peace, love, and light. I am Queen Ashe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and that is my message. One love, y'all. That means love. One love, y'all. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.